Have you ever wondered about the difference between your intuition and your ego, since they're both voices that you're hearing within? And when you think you follow your intuition, it doesn't always work out and it maybe bites you in the butt. You want to know what that difference is? Join me so we can explore it and find out. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Reverend Sharon Renee with Spiritually Centered, and thank you for joining me for this week's Sunday Inspiration. And this week, I'm going to talk about intuition and ego and how they show up in our lives. And the first thing I want to talk about is I'm going to talk about the intuition is that divine part of us, and it is a loud, quiet voice. I had no how to explain it other than that. And then there are some moments it can be very loud, but it also can be the steady, quiet, non-argumentative voice. And it usually, for me, I feel it like in my gut and I feel it in my heart. When my ego is talking, it is all coming from my mind and my personal feelings. Now, ego is wonderful, right? Because it gives us our own identity separate from everybody else's. But our ego is also what holds on to all of those thoughts and how we have seen the world and how we believe that it is. But sometimes we can really think that our intuition is guiding us, but yet we react from ego. So the intuition might be saying, so let's pretend that you're having a dispute with your neighbor over the property line. I don't know. So in it, there's this ongoing dispute, and you keep saying, what do I need to do? And your intuition might be saying, take time to resolve this, right? To get this resolved. But your ego's saying, you need to give them a piece of your mind and tell them what they're doing wrong and that they need to stop. And you're thinking, okay, I'm following my intuition. We both agree that this needs to be resolved and stopped. But however, the ego can take over, and so it can reflect badly back to us. If we hold more time, and if our intuition is telling us to resolve it, one of the first things that we should do is go into meditation, go into prayer, and seeing it peacefully resolved, and seeing the situation being handled with love and compassion and caring. Now, those of you that have been with me a long time, I have told you that I have an ego the size of Texas. Now, when I say that, I know that people have taken it to where I think I'm better than I am, or that I'm the best thing ever. And that's not true. When I say that, it means that I am always having to be mindful of how my ego is reacting based on the circumstances around me. Okay, and I don't think it's just true for me. I just will admit it, but it's like we have to allow ourselves the quiet time. But the intuition's voice is more quiet. The ego's voice is going to be loud and tell you to stomp on them, or to fix it, or to draw your line, and being very, it's about me kind of a situation. And it again comes with a lot of chatter, and it'll keep replaying the stories. The intuition is coming in saying, okay, get this resolved. You're worrying about something that you don't need to be worrying about. All of the anger and frustration is because we're out of alignment with our divinity, right? And our intuition tells us, take a breath, resolve this, bring peace to the situation. It's not just peace between you and that person or that situation. It's also bringing peace to you so that you can release yourself from that drama of the situation. And this takes practice, and I know that in one 6-minute talk you're not going to really get it, but I want to give you this food for thought. But the intuition is never wrong. It doesn't lie to you. However, how we react from the ego can change everything, and it can circumvent its own intent to get its way, as opposed to trusting into the intuition, allowing the love of the Christ to resolve and handle all of our situations. And I would tell you to, again, trust the intuition, bring in that divine energy. Where is the love in this? Feeling the love so that you can put the ego aside. All right? And so that's what this is about, that we have, the intuition is guided by love, the ego is guided by emotions and feelings. And so taking that moment to reflect and saying, how can I allow love to guide me in my reaction and in my choices? And have a wonderful day. God bless. Namaste.